What if I told you that the next 7 nights could completely shift the direction of your life? Not next year. Not in 6 months. But starting tonight. Rabbi David teaches that miracles don't randomly fall from the sky. They are activated. And there is a specific spiritual action, something simple, something powerful, that when done consistently for just 7 nights, begins to open doors you thought were permanently closed. Most people don't realize that the final minutes before sleep are not empty moments. They are planting moments. They are programming moments. They are spiritual writing moments. The thoughts you allow to sit in your mind before you close your eyes do not disappear when you fall asleep. They sink deep into your subconscious and begin shaping tomorrow. Think about it. If you go to bed replaying stress, fear, unpaid bills, betrayal, and worst-case scenarios, what are you feeding your spirit? You are rehearsing defeat. You are giving your mind instructions to stay anxious. And while your body rests, your subconscious keeps working on the last command you gave it. Nighttime is not neutral. It is creative. If the last thing you think about is worry, your mind searches for more problems. If the last thing you think about is gratitude and trust, your mind searches for solutions. This is why cleaning your mind before sleep is not optional, it is powerful discipline. Before you close your eyes, pause. Instead of replaying what went wrong today, intentionally review what went right. It could be something small. A conversation that went better than expected. A door that didn't close. A lesson you learned. Even the simple fact that you made it through the day. Gratitude shifts the atmosphere of your heart. You are not denying reality. You are choosing which part of reality to magnify. Then replace fear with trust. Instead of saying, "What if everything falls apart?" Shift to, "What if everything is aligning for me?" Instead of, "I don't know how this will work," say, "I may not see the way, but a way is being prepared." Your mind listens to your voice more than anyone else's. When you consistently end your night with gratitude and trust, you send a message to your inner world: I am safe. I am guided. I am supported. And that internal safety changes the way you wake up. You rise lighter. You rise clearer. You rise expectant. Miracles are often blocked not by lack of opportunity, but by a mind full of noise. Clean it nightly. Release the mental clutter. Let go of the arguments you keep replaying. Stop rehearsing conversations that may never happen. Tell yourself, "Today is finished. I release it." You are allowed to close chapters daily. You are allowed to put emotional weight down before sleep. And once your mind is clear, something powerful must follow your words. Silence may feel safe, but words carry creative force. What you whisper consistently becomes what you experience eventually. For 7 nights, before sleep, speak blessings out loud. Not in your head, out loud. Your ears need to hear your faith. Declare protection over your home. Declare provision over your finances. Declare peace over your mind. Say, "I am protected. I am guided. I am favored. Opportunities are opening for me. What is meant for me cannot miss me." At first, it might feel uncomfortable. Your logical mind may resist. It may say, "But I don't see evidence." Speak anyway. Because you are not speaking to describe your current condition. You are speaking to shape your future condition. There is something transformative about hearing your own voice declare hope. It shifts your posture internally. It strengthens belief. It interrupts the pattern of negative self-talk that most people don't even realize they repeat daily. How many times have you unknowingly said, "Nothing ever works out for me"? How many times have you declared defeat without noticing? Now reverse it. For 7 nights, let your final words be intentional. Speak life instead of limitation. Speak faith instead of fear. Speak abundance instead of scarcity. Your words carry spiritual weight. They echo beyond what you see. They condition your subconscious. They influence your decisions. They shape your confidence. And confidence changes how you walk into rooms, how you answer emails, how you approach opportunities. The miracle doesn't always begin outside of you. It begins within you. When you clean your mind and speak blessings before sleep, you are aligning your inner world with possibility. You are telling your spirit, I expect good. And expectation changes perception. Suddenly you notice chances you would have missed. You feel nudges you would have ignored. You respond differently. 7 nights may seem small, but repetition builds momentum. Night 1 feels intentional. Night 3 feels lighter. Night 5 feels powerful. By night 7, you begin waking up differently, calmer, clearer, more hopeful. And hope is not weak. Hope is magnetic. Before you close your eyes tonight, don't surrender your mind to chaos. Guide it, direct it, clean it, then speak blessings boldly, even if your voice shakes, even if you're tired, even if doubt whispers in the background. There is a silent weight that many people carry into the night without realizing it. It is not the stress of work. It is not the pressure of finances. It is not even uncertainty about the future. It is resentment. Unforgiveness is heavy. It sits in the heart like a locked door, and no matter how much you pray, dream, or plan, something feels stuck. You replay what they said. You replay what they did. You imagine what you should have said back. And while you think you are punishing them in your mind, you are actually imprisoning yourself. Before you close your eyes each night, you must make a decision. Will I carry this pain into tomorrow, or will I release it tonight? Forgiveness is not approval. It is not pretending it didn't hurt. It is not excusing betrayal. Forgiveness is freedom. It is choosing peace over pride. It is saying, I refuse to let this person occupy space in my spirit anymore. When you go to sleep holding anger, your body rests but your spirit stays tense. Your subconscious continues replaying the injury. Stress hormones stay elevated. Your mind looks for more evidence that people are against you. And slowly, you begin expecting disappointment everywhere. But when you forgive, even quietly, even imperfectly, something shifts. You break the cycle. Each night, take a few moments and say their name in your heart. Then say, I release you. I let this go. I choose peace. You may not feel it instantly. That's okay. Forgiveness is sometimes a repeated decision before it becomes an emotional reality. Do it anyway, because miracles do not flow easily into a heart full of bitterness. Resentment creates resistance. It blocks joy. It blocks clarity. It blocks divine direction. When your heart is lighter, you hear guidance more clearly. You notice opportunities more quickly. You respond instead of reacting. Forgiveness also heals you in ways you cannot immediately see. It lowers anxiety. It softens your perspective. It restores emotional balance. You sleep deeper. You wake up calmer. And when you are calm, you make wiser decisions. The miracle may not start outside of you. It may start with the simple act of letting go. And once your heart is free, your imagination becomes powerful territory. After releasing resentment, the next step is to clearly see the life you are asking for. Many people pray for change but visualize disaster. They hope for success but imagine failure. They want breakthrough but secretly expect delay. Your mind needs direction. Before sleep, when your brain shifts into a relaxed state, it becomes highly receptive. This is the gateway to your subconscious, the place where beliefs are stored and habits are formed. What you picture repeatedly begins to feel familiar, and what feels familiar becomes believable. So see your miracle clearly. If you are praying for financial breakthrough, don't just say, I need money. Picture the bill paid. Imagine checking your account and seeing relief instead of stress. Feel the gratitude as if it already happened. Experience the peace of stability. If you are praying for healing in a relationship, visualize the conversation going well. See understanding instead of conflict. Feel reconciliation instead of tension. If you are praying for opportunity, picture yourself walking confidently into the room. Imagine shaking hands. Imagine saying the right words. Imagine leaving with good news. The mind does not fully distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you visualize consistently, you train your brain to believe the outcome is possible. And belief changes behavior. You begin acting like someone who expects good news. You carry yourself differently. You speak differently. You notice doors instead of walls. Clarity attracts acceleration. Vague hope produces vague results. But specific vision creates focus. When you see your miracle clearly, your subconscious starts working toward it. You become more alert to aligned opportunities. You feel inspired to take certain actions. You avoid distractions more easily. Visualization is not fantasy. It is preparation. Athletes rehearse their victories in their minds before stepping onto the field. Leaders envision success before launching a vision. Why? Because the mind needs rehearsal before performance. At night, when everything is quiet, give yourself that rehearsal. Close your eyes and step into the future you are believing for. See it in detail. The sounds, the environment, the emotions. Let gratitude rise as if it has already arrived. This does not mean you ignore present challenges. It means you refuse to let present challenges define your internal picture. And here is the deeper truth. What you repeatedly see internally begins to reshape what you experience externally. Your energy shifts. Your decisions align. Your persistence strengthens. When forgiveness clears your heart and visualization clarifies your direction, you create space for miracles to move. A heart free from bitterness, a mind focused on possibility, that combination is powerful. Tonight, release what hurt you, then see clearly what you are stepping into. Do it again tomorrow, and the next night, and the next. 7 nights of emotional freedom and focused vision can begin a transformation you never expected. There is a level of faith that most people never step into because it feels uncomfortable. It is easy to say thank you after the breakthrough. It is natural to celebrate after the prayer is answered. But the real shift happens when you express gratitude before anything changes. Gratitude in advance is bold. It says, I trust what I cannot yet see. It declares confidence in motion before evidence appears. And that kind of gratitude does something powerful inside you. It transforms your posture from desperation to expectation. When you go to sleep each night focused only on what is missing, your spirit shrinks. Lack becomes louder. Problems feel bigger. Delays feel personal. But when you deliberately thank God for what is coming, even before it arrives, your heart expands. Instead of saying, why is this not happening? Begin saying, thank you that it is already being arranged. Instead of, nothing is working, shift to, thank you for the unseen progress. Instead of, I feel stuck, say, thank you that movement is happening behind the scenes. Gratitude before manifestation signals deep trust, and trust creates peace. Peace is not the absence of problems, it is the presence of confidence. When you are grateful in advance, anxiety loses its grip. You stop chasing outcomes frantically because you believe they are already aligning. You rest differently. You breathe differently. You sleep differently. Your nervous system responds to gratitude. Studies show that thankfulness lowers stress hormones and increases emotional stability. But beyond science, there is a spiritual dimension. Gratitude opens the door for more. When you appreciate what you have, you attract more to appreciate. When you thank in advance, you prepare yourself to receive without fear. Every night for 7 nights, practice radical gratitude. Not small, hesitant gratitude, bold gratitude. Speak it out loud. Thank you for the financial breakthrough. Thank you for the healed relationship. Thank you for the opportunity that is on its way. Even if your current reality looks unchanged, let your gratitude be louder than your doubt. This shifts your identity from someone begging for miracles to someone expecting them. Expectation changes behavior. When you expect good news, you check your messages with anticipation instead of dread. When you expect opportunity, you show up prepared instead of insecure. Gratitude aligns your energy with possibility, but gratitude requires protection. And that leads to something equally important: disconnecting from negativity. You cannot end your night with faith if you flood your mind with fear 5 minutes before sleep, scrolling through toxic arguments, watching content that fuels anxiety, engaging in draining conversations, replaying negative news. All of this plants seeds in your subconscious. And whatever you plant grows. Many people unknowingly sabotage their own peace before bed. They fill their final moments with comparison, outrage, jealousy, and worry. Then they wonder why they wake up heavy. Your spirit needs calmness to receive direction. Your mind needs stillness to restore. If you truly want transformation in 7 nights, you must guard the gate of your mind. For 1 week, make a decision: no negativity before sleep. Turn off the noise earlier. Avoid arguments at night. If a difficult conversation must happen, schedule it earlier in the day. Protect the last 30 minutes before bed like sacred space. Instead of toxic content, choose stillness, soft musics, reflection, reading something uplifting. Let your nervous system settle. Let your breathing slow. Let your thoughts soften. Peace creates space for miracles. When your mind is not overloaded, you notice subtle ideas. Creative solutions surface. Intuition becomes clearer. Sometimes the answer you have been praying for comes quietly, not loudly. But if your mind is crowded, you miss it. Negativity is not just emotional. It is energetic. It lingers. It influences your dreams. It shapes your morning mood, and repeated exposure trains your brain to expect chaos. But when you intentionally disconnect, something beautiful happens. You reclaim control. You realize you are not obligated to consume everything. You are not required to respond to every message at night. You are allowed to protect your peace. Peace is power. When you combine radical gratitude with intentional disconnection from negativity, you create an environment where faith can grow. Gratitude fills the space. Peace protects it. And this combination transforms how you wake up. You rise lighter. Your thoughts are clearer. You are not reacting from exhaustion. You are responding from calmness. Opportunities feel less intimidating. Challenges feel manageable. 7 nights of this discipline can reset your internal atmosphere. Before you sleep tonight, speak gratitude for what is coming. Then turn away from anything that disrupts your peace. Choose silence over noise. Choose faith over fear. Choose expectation over anxiety. You may not see fireworks immediately, but inside, something will begin aligning. Your heart will feel steadier. Your mind will feel clearer. Your spirit will feel stronger. And when your inner world shifts, your outer world eventually follows. Gratitude opens the door. Peace keeps it open. Clarity is powerful. Vague desires produce vague results. Many people go to sleep every night saying, "I just want things to get better." But better is undefined. Better has no shape. Better has no target. And when there is no clear target, your mind has nothing specific to pursue. That is why writing one clear intention each night is transformative. Not 10 goals. Not a long list of worries. just one focused intention. When you write something down, it moves from imagination into commitment. It stops being a floating wish and becomes a defined direction. Your brain responds differently to written goals. It begins filtering information through that focus. It starts noticing opportunities connected to it. It becomes alert. So before you sleep, take a pen and paper and write one specific intention. If it's financial, don't write, "I want more money." Write, "I intend to receive a new income opportunity this month." If it's relational, don't write, "I want peace." Write, "I intend to restore healthy communication with this person." If it's personal growth, write, "I intend to wake up disciplined and focused tomorrow." Specific intentions bring specific awareness. When your subconscious has a clear instruction, it works on it while you rest. You may wake up with ideas. You may feel prompted to take action. You may suddenly remember someone to call or an opportunity to pursue. Clarity activates movement. But here is the key: write only one. Why one? Because scattered focus weakens energy. When you try to solve everything at once, you dilute your power. When you concentrate on one breakthrough at a time, your faith intensifies. Your effort aligns. Your expectation sharpens. It's not that you don't have other goals. It's that for these 7 nights, you are training your mind to focus. Each night, rewrite that intention, even if it's the same one. Repetition strengthens belief. It tells your mind, "This matters." And what you repeatedly tell your mind matters. It begins to prioritize. Over time, you will notice something shifting inside you. You will feel less confused, less overwhelmed, more directed. Because clarity reduces anxiety. Now comes the part most people struggle with: commitment without doubt. It is easy to feel inspired on the first night. Motivation is strong. Hope is high. But by night 3 or 4, distractions appear. Fatigue sets in. Doubt whispers, "Is this even doing anything?" This is where transformation separates from temporary excitement. Consistency is power. 7 nights in a row may sound simple, but discipline reveals seriousness. When you show up repeatedly, you build trust with yourself. You prove that your breakthrough is not a casual wish. It is a decision, and doubt will try to interrupt that decision. Doubt says, "What if nothing changes?" Faith responds, "What if everything is aligning?" Doubt says, "You've tried before." Faith responds, "This time I am committed." The difference between people who experience change and those who don't is often persistence. Not perfection. Persistence. You don't need to feel emotional every night. You don't need dramatic signs. You simply need to show up. Even if you are tired, write the intention. Even if you feel uncertain, speak gratitude. Even if you don't see evidence, stay consistent. Commitment builds momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Each night you follow through, your self-belief grows. You begin to see yourself as someone disciplined, someone focused, someone serious about growth. That identity shift is powerful. Because once you see yourself differently, you act differently. And action changes outcomes. The 7-night discipline is not about superstition. It is about alignment. It is about training your mind, strengthening your faith, and proving your dedication. When you refuse to skip a night, you send a message to your spirit. "I am ready." When you resist doubt instead of entertaining it, you strengthen resilience. When you stay consistent, you build inner authority. And here is something profound: commitment itself attracts opportunity. People trust consistent individuals. Opportunities flow towards stable energy. When you show discipline internally, it begins reflecting externally. But you must decide in advance: no excuses. Not, "I'll do it if I remember." Not, "I'll try." Decide now. 7 nights, no interruptions. Because doubt delays results. Doubt weakens action. Doubt drains expectation. And expectation is powerful. Expectation keeps you alert. It keeps you prepared. It keeps you hopeful. By night 7, something subtle but strong will have changed. You will feel clearer because you wrote with focus. You will feel stronger because you followed through. You will feel calmer because your direction is defined, and miracles often begin as internal shifts before external signs appear. Write one intention. Stay committed. Ignore doubt. Show up every night, because when clarity meets consistency, change is not random. It becomes